Haha, greetings! Fenrisulfr is the name, and playing the Beginner's Guide is my game for today. So, I really just want to blow past this. This is such an interesting game. I don't know what to think about. Like, it's so much to take in, but it's so amazing. I just can't stop. I have to keep going. It took 7 months for this next game to be made. The last one was just me telling myself that I was good at what I did and just creating is effortless and it's painfully easy for me. And at the end, I found the prison once again with a crying woman inside of it. And I suppose that begs the question, is that supposed to be Coda? Is Coda a woman? And is she really that trapped by all of this? Just the cycle of creating. I gotta see this. I gotta see this through to the end. Ma'am, I'm glad to see you arrive safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. We can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick. Very good. Just be warned, if someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Well, shit. Vultures, all of you?
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped. Your work was keeping us alive. How could we possibly go back to trusting you to do this job? I've been so alone. Apologize for leaving me. I have seen the thing you fear. All right then. I will apologize to the people on your behalf. My friends! I have a troubling revelation. The machine will not apologize to us. But we will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Let us show it that we are not failures. Follow me. We will destroy the machine. Hey, it's a stage again. The gun! Do I have bullets this time? What am I shooting? Okay.
Remember, you can click to fire the gun.
Coda! I'll make sure you are known forever! Isn't that what you're scared of? Exposed to the view of others every day, forever?
So now the work is
See the naked
becoming
clarity?
self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation.
Okay, so Coda is a he.
And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
I gotta say, this is really cool.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all is just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Put down your weapon. No.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something, I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
I get the feeling there's a butt in here somewhere.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
Yes. Let's.
This is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
Huh. Well, I hear sirens. Huh. I don't know what to say, really. It's very... This is a lot to take in. I should probably have taken more breaks.
This room actually has a maze in it. Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise. So the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Yeah, this is one of those things that I don't want to keep doing this because I might actually hurt someone. Because those flashing lights are really dumb. Wow. Who in the world ever got through this stupid maze?
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
Hate? Despise? Just a general dislike of their fellow human being? There's no reason for that. I can't think of one, at least not one that would actually be reasonable.
The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
I was way off. I was just gonna do this a simple. Ah, fudge! I missed it. Ah, gotta go back around again. Jeez, excuse me. 617. Yeah, that would have taken forever otherwise. It's weird that he expected people to solve that and then actually continue, especially with that down there. I mean, like, did he ever expect anyone to actually continue to the next set of puzzles, or what? Because no one would ever get past it. It'd be impossible to finish.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Huh. Yeah, there's the switch. I mean, I guess it makes it a little bit easier if the person you gave it to is also a game developer that can...
Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed. And I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011, I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them...
None of them what?
I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't.
Oh yeah, the Chihuahua head. It still looks like a Chihuahua to me. Wow, this is very depressing. Color. There's light and color?
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. but he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
Well, I mean, you tried so hard to get into his mind that you probably pushed him away from him. You probably pushed him out of your own mind. Or pushed him out of his own mind, yeah. Wow.
Where did I screw up?
What?
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
Wow. What? Why? How?
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
Oh my.
And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
Oh. Wait. I think I'm missing something here. You've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere, hidden between games. If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give? Violating the one boundary that keeps me safe? Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them? What? Davy's the one with the lamppost?
And then you stopped, and I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
When I'm around you, I feel physically ill. You desperately need something, and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks, and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
When you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again, and I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
What? That's a hell of a breakdown. A museum? No, this looks like it's modeled after something. What just happened? Okay, like, if I take a moment to think about it,
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
Wanting praise for something that you did? That's admirable, but wanting praise for something that someone else did, that's not. And by sharing his work against his wishes and adding things to them, making your own little thing, calling it your own, that's not cool. That's seriously, that's against the rules. You're not allowed to do that. It's like copyright infringement or something. It's like you took someone else's baby and just desecrated it. What does that say? Nothing. Where do I go? Can I do anything? I can't jump off the tracks. So Davy is the reason why he got so desperate. He just couldn't handle just someone being a parasite to him. That if he created, then maybe Davy would go away.
Solution.
That's a really awesome transition, by the way. Can I still? Yeah, I still can. That's really cool. I really like that. Dang. It got real better. Polishing
I
up
guess
the
if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
Oh, that's sort of a good and a bad thing, I guess. The very first prison game was that one where you're just trying to find a way out. This breakdown in that last episode was really nuts. I couldn't digest all that information. Also, the walls
Even
were
now,
closing in.
the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
Well, I'm not too fond of you myself, honestly, with all that this happened. I guess that was actually the exit. Where am I? Looks like I'm in a cavern of some sort. Looks like I'm underneath Aperture Science, really.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
Whoa. Guess I'll just walk towards the light. Well. Okay. Light turned into...
What now? I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna... Okay.
Okay? Okay? What do you mean, okay? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Why am I in Egypt? There's a hole over there, I can see it. Or, I guess that's a banner? Is that a banner? No, it's a crack in the thing. Going through the archways. Seeing all the stones. Oh boy. There's a hole in that one. There are a lot of holes in those. I guess... guess down I go. Oh, I'm moving up. What's over here? Another corridor? Oh, the one up top closed up. Okay. Wait, I'm back in the station. Am I? This looks like the same station. What's going on? Wait, that's the Whisper engine. What was that? Well, I guess I just go over and touch it like I did before. Man, Davey has some problems. Well, here goes nothing. Floating yet again. Hey. What? A maze? A huge one. My God. none of the patterns repeat. This isn't copy-pasted. This is real. Someone made this. Dear God. What? I don't see any repeating patterns at all. Wow.
Turn back from this cave. You said, let me prove that I'm brave. Let me keep going.
Wow.
But the cave goes for miles and miles and miles, and you're so tired, but I know that you're
Was that a true story?
strong.
I have so many questions.
So turn back, turn back.
What? My goodness. Well, hey. That was the beginner's guide, and I certainly have a new profound respect for game developers and everything in general. That was quite the experience. And for those of you who have stuck with me to the end, let me know what you guys think of this, what your interpretations are, because I certainly could use some help in interpreting it myself. But thank you guys for watching. If you like what you saw and heard, you know what I want you to do. And if you do what you know I want you to do, then thank you. And I'll catch you next time. Fenrir out.